In February 1959, 9 young hikers set out on a journey into the icy wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Soviet Russia. Experienced, skilled, and well-equipped, they were students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov. Their goal? To reach Untold Mountain, a peak whose name in the local Mansi language means "don't go there." They laughed, sang, and photographed their adventure, unaware that within days, all 9 would die under circumstances so bizarre the truth would haunt investigators for decades.
After days of travel, the group reached the slopes of Kholat Syakh, known ominously as the Mountain of the Dead. On February 1st, they pitched their tent high on the mountain's side. The weather worsened. Visibility dropped. They recorded their final diary entries, full of optimism, jokes, and hope for return. That night, the wind howled across the ridge. No one would ever see them alive again.
When the hikers failed to return, rescue teams were sent. For days, nothing was found. Then, a search party discovered the tent. It had been ripped open from the inside. The hikers' boots, coats, and belongings were still neatly arranged inside, but the group had fled barefoot into the snow, as if from something they couldn't face. What could terrify 9 experienced mountaineers into running half-dressed into a freezing storm? The first 2 bodies were found near a forest edge, under a cedar tree, barefoot, wearing only underwear. A small fire had been built. Branches above were broken, as if someone had tried to climb for safety. Their hands were raw, skin torn, nails broken. They had frozen to death, but fear had driven them beyond reason. 3 more bodies were discovered between the tent and the tree: Igor Dyatlov, Zina Kolmogorova, and Rustem Slobodin. They had tried to crawl back to the tent through the blizzard. Their faces were twisted in agony. Rustem had a fractured skull, but no external wound. It was as if the blow had come from inside his head. It took 2 more months to find the remaining 4. They were buried deep in a ravine under meters of snow. Their injuries were horrifying: crushed ribs, fractured skulls, internal bleeding, yet no bruises, no cuts, no sign of struggle. One woman was missing her eyes and tongue. Another's clothing tested positive for radiation. Something unnatural had happened that night. Something that left no trace but death. Investigators were baffled. There were no signs of an avalanche, no footprints but theirs. Some suggested a military weapon test. Others whispered of UFOs, aliens, or supernatural forces. Locals spoke of the Mansi curse, that the mountain punishes intruders. Soviet authorities quickly sealed the case, listing the cause of death only as the Dyatlov Pass incident was buried under secrecy for decades. Families were left without answers. Photos from the hikers' cameras showed nothing unusual until the last frame, a blurry shot of strange glowing orbs in the sky. Were they flares, UFOs, or something else entirely? To this day, the pass remains a place of fear, a frozen monument to what humanity cannot explain. Even now, explorers visit Dyatlov Pass, some to honor, some to investigate. The wind whispers across the snowfields,
carrying the memory of 9 souls lost to the mountain's secret. Whatever happened on that night in 1959 remains one of Earth's coldest mysteries. The truth lies buried beneath ice, silence, and fear.
The Dyatlov Pass still waits, silent, watching, untouched. And when the wind howls over the frozen slopes, some say you can still hear faint screams carried across the snow. A reminder that some mysteries were never meant to be solved.